Okay. So let me write a simple code here. Then you will understand. I'll write a step by step. So I'll write here the code. Okay. I want to print 1 to 10. See that first initialization. Initialization is int I equal to 1. What is the second step? Condition. While condition. So I say ascending order. That means I have to use less than or equal to. Then what is my max value? Until where I need to go? Till max is 10. So 10 till 10 I need to print. Then the body. So the body inside you can write. So just print I. So I'll use the same line I'll print. Same line if I want to print, which one I need to use?
Print, sir.
Print method. I should not use println. I should use print. Then after printing, I value, what I am doing, I am concatenating with one tab I am pressing. So this is the /t represent the tab key in the keyboard. So what will tab key, what it will press the tab key. So I will print. Then immediately what I am doing, pressing the tab key. So if you press the tab key, what will happen? If you press the tab key, what will happen? Did you try any time? You haven't tried,
Tab means it will give the space.
It will give the space, right? Give a space. So it will just give a space. I after one space you will get. Now increment the I value by 1. So how to write that? A variable name plus. So this is the how to do that. Now, so start executing manually execute. First, start from here, 7th line onwards. So the execution from main method onwards, it will start. It will come to this line. So I equal to 1. So here, I value 1, replace. So here I value I am replacing with the current value 1. Then less than or equal to 10. So what is the output? True. So true means what I told you, it will come inside the while body. So first, what is the first statement in the while body?
It will print.
So the print statement. So what is the print statement doing? Print the I value. What is the current I value?
1.
1 will print. Then one space will print. So one space will print. Because /t means one space. One space will print. After this line, what is the next line?
Increment, sir. It will
increment. So here it will increment the I value. I'm writing on this line. So I equal to I plus what is the current I value? 1. So plus means +1. So it will become 2. Now current I value 2, not 1. So when it comes to here, so after this is done, the cursor will go to here in this condition place. So now current I value is 2. So it will replace I value with 2 and less than or equal to 10. So it will become true. Again, it will become true. What will happen? Cursor will come inside the while body. So while body. So what is the I value? 2. Then space. Then here, now it will execute the 11th line. So 11th line, what is the I value now? Current I value?
2 plus 1.
2 plus 1. It's a 3. Now here it will go after this updated I value. You got a new updated I value. this updated I value is used in this condition. That is 3 less than or equal to 10. That is true. So comes inside and this I value will print, that is 3, then space. So then it will go here, I equal to 3 plus 1, it's a 4. Then it will go up. So 4 less than or equal to 10, that is true. Then comes inside system.out.print. So I value, it will print 4. So 4, then space. If you use always, the space will come automatically. Then I value will increment. I equal to 4 plus 1 is 5. So then 5 less than or equal to 10, that is true. 5 less than or equal to 10, true. It will so print. So it is a condition is true, comes inside, 5 will print, space will print. And then, so this is done, then it will come here. So I equal to, and 5 plus 1, it's a 6. And then here also, so 6 less than or equal to 10, true. And then, so 6 already we printed here. Okay, 6 we already printed and space will come. Then here, so I value will update 6 plus 1 equal to 7. So then it will go here, 7 less than or equal to 10, it's true. So comes inside, 7 will print here. Then space will print. Because same line, right? The print method means the cursor will stay here only. It won't go to next line. So the same line it will be there. Then this line will execute. That line will execute. So I equal to 7 plus 1, 8. So then it will go here and checks 8 less than or equal to 10, true. So comes inside, I value 8 will print here. Then space. Then it will come here. So I value will increment 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 will print. And then, so 9 less than or equal to 10, true, and comes inside, 9 will print. So 9 will print and space will print. And then here, so I equal to 9 plus 1, 10. So 9 plus 1, 10. So 10, next line. So 10 less than or equal to 10 is true. So that's why 10 will print. So then it will come here. So here I value will increment 10 plus 1 equal to 11. So 11, so less than or equal to 10 is true. 11 less than or equal to 10, true or false?
False.
False.
False, right? It's false. So then it won't come inside here. That's why 11 won't print. Just see, until condition is true, it is coming inside the loop. Same block of code repeating. So if the condition is true, if the condition is false, it will exit. It will come here. So that's the how if you write like this, you write for at least one time, then you will understand, okay, how the code is executing. Manually, you do that. Take a pen and paper and write that. And that will give you a lot of confidence to you. So iteration by iteration, you write. Step by step, you execute. So that will give you a lot of confidence to you guys. Okay. So this is the one. See that? 1 to 10 is printed. So you do the exercise 10 to 1, you print it. 10 to 1, you print it. So 10 to 1 means what it will come here?
Less
First
than or equal.
initialization, what it will come?
I equal to 10, sir.
I equal to 10. Then in the condition place, what is the, so operator you will get here?
Greater than or equal to 1.
Greater than or equal to, you will get it. So then you will get here increment or decrement?
Decrement.
Decrement.
Okay. So decrement operator you have to use. That decrement operator means minus minus.
Sir, can we use pre-decrement or pre-increment values? Sir, here?
Yeah, you can use the same. It will increment that also. Obviously, it will increment. So only difference is when you're using in the expressions, right? That will change. Other than that, this is not going to change. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now, so let's move on to the few more things. So infinite loops, you can find out the infinite loop. Infinite loop means the loop doesn't stop. The loop doesn't stop. See, this one is an infinite loop, it will generate. So why it is infinite loop? Let me show you that. So I'll comment out how to comment the multiple lines. Control Shift, shortcut I'm giving, Control Shift /. So the entire code will be commented out. So see, int I equal to 1 while I greater than 0. System.out.println, I am printing I++. So can you observe here? Is there any time becoming a chance of becoming a false here? First time itself 1 greater than 0, true. Next 1 will print. So 1 you are incrementing here. The I value you are incrementing. That means it will become 2. The next time it will become 2 greater than 0. 2 will print. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 greater than 0. So 3 will print. So 3 plus 1, 4. So like that is keep going, but I value is always greater than 0 only. Always greater than 0 means it's always true only, right? So there is no chance of becoming false. That's why it will go infinite loop. So if you run this, you cannot stop. You have to stop forcefully. Otherwise, until that, see, program keep running. So see, it's keep running. So you have to stop it. Because that's so it is incrementing. Every time the value is incrementing. So if you want to stop, click on this terminate. So it will stop. See this? See? So 53,73,731. So in a fraction of seconds, it went to that many iterations. That's the loop advantage. Okay. That's why this will generate the infinite loop. So this condition always becomes true only. So here also it will generate the infinite loop. This is no interview questions they might give you. If there is an exam, such kind of scenarios, they will give this. Next. So can you count this? Int I equal to 1. While I less than or equal to 1 and system.out.println Java I++. Okay, so how many times this code will execute?
One time.
How many times?
Only one time.
One time.
Only one.
One time.
Only one time. See that. So quickly you can. Otherwise, if you have a doubt, execute. I equal to 1. No, it will come here. So line by line you execute. First this line. Next condition. So condition I value 1. So 1 less than or equal to 1. True. Comes inside. Java will print. Java print after this. It will go here. So I++. I is already 1. 1 plus 1. 2. So 2 less than or equal to 1. True or false?
False.
False. So that's why it doesn't come inside. So one time the Java will print. Now this one. So what are the values it will print here? Int I equal to 2. So while I less than or equal to 20 and I plus I times I times I. So not I plus 2, but incrementing I value. So can you tell me what are the values it will print? Execute. So execute and then tell me. So you don't need to do just execute and tell me that.
Three times, I guess.
So what are the values?
First, it will print 2.
2.
Again, 2 into 2 we are doing. 2 into 2, 4. Again, it will go 4 less than or equal to 20. And it will print 4 value. And again, 4 into 4, 16. 16 less than or equals to 20. And
Yes.
I value 16 it will print.
Yes, sir. Only here will come 3 values will come, sir.
That's right. So that's how Srivan explained. You have to loop like that, right? Loop like that. So then it will be easy for you to understand. So 2, 4, 16 it will print. It won't print more than that, right? So that's so execution. Basically, you do in the mind itself, execute it. So if you execute only, we'll come to know that. Okay. Okay. So next, find out the sum of n natural numbers. So you need to find the sum of n natural numbers. How can you find n natural numbers? So there are 2 types of programs with this. And this method has to return the sum. For example, I want 100 numbers sum. So 100 numbers sum means, is it possible to manually calculate that? Manually do a sum 1 to 100? Is it possible?
No.
No, sir.
Yeah, but you can do, but it takes a lot of time, right?
Yes, sir.
It takes a lot of time. So instead of that, you can do with a program. See this n, the user can give any input, n value 50 or n value 20, n value 10, n value, whatever n value you can give. That's why it's a parameterized method we are making. And the output should return to me an integer because a natural number sum I'm doing. So it will return the integer values. So that's this integer values it will return. So public int find sum or get sum, whatever the values you want, you can do that. Int n. So that's my input. The user is going to give input for this method. And then it will find the sum of this many, whatever the number you are passing, that many numbers is sum. So int sum equal to 0. And that's, so initially you declared first sum as a 0. Sum, nothing is there, you are telling when you are first starting time. Then int I equal to 1, you are initializing with the 1, while I less than or equal to n. So I less than or equal to n. So sum equal to sum plus I, sum plus I, and I plus plus, I plus plus. So close the curly brackets, close the curly brackets, and then return the sum. See, I'm adding my current sum value and every I value I'm adding here. And that output I'm storing in the sum variable. Storing in the sum variable. So there is one more program in the same logic. Here all the numbers, right? Here n means if I give 50, in the 50 you have even numbers and odd numbers, right? And another program is you need to find out the difference of even numbers and odd numbers sum. So what is the program you need to write? You need to find the sum of difference of even and odd numbers sum. Even and odd numbers sum. Difference you have to find out. So difference you have to find out. That's the find out the sum of first n natural numbers. So, and also so then once it is done, we'll write many programs. We'll write the programs, okay? We'll write the programs. That's one program. Okay, so let me write a few programs, okay? So here, they just, we'll comment out all these things. So how to uncomment? Do you know how to uncomment? The shortcut, Control-Shift, /. That's how to uncomment out, okay? So this I'll comment out. So this is how you can comment, uncomment, all this, but I'm removing all these things, okay? So I don't want. So let's write the programs, okay? All the while programs we'll write. So while programs is, first one is, I want to print 5 divisibles. Only 5 divisibles I want to print in 1 to 100. How can you print that? So or you can do one more program. So write a program to print even numbers. Even numbers you need to print. Another one, write a program to print odd numbers. So 50 to 1 odd numbers. How can you print it? So, and also I want to write a program to print basically the alphabets. So capital A to capital Z. And then another program, write a program to write with while loop, ASCII codes. Capital A to capital Z ASCII codes you need to print. Then print sum of n natural numbers and find the difference of even and odd numbers sum difference. So return that output. So their even numbers different, even numbers, so odd numbers sum you do, then subtract it, then you will get a difference, right? The difference you have to get it. So that is the all the while programs. Let's start one by one, okay? So first I'll do one program. So private, what kind of methods you want? Static or non-static? Non-static. Already we have written non-static. So private void print 1 to 100 5 divisibles. Print 5 divisibles. I'll say print 5 divisibles in 1 to 100 using while loop. So you have to start with 1 only. Okay. So your initialization is, you can say simply started executing. So I'll just for practice purpose, for while loop practice purpose. Otherwise, you don't need many programs, but while loop syntax started executing this method. You can say simply this method. So I less than or equal to 100 and this out. So you can just simply say that, but you cannot print. So 5 digits you want, right? 5 digits means what you need to do. So loop inside, you have to use a condition operator. That is a if condition. The filtering you have to do. So filtering, how you can do? I percentile by 5 equal to 0. Then print the I value. I'm just printing the I value. Then giving a space. So this is the main logic. Then you increment the I value by 1. So I plus plus. That's it. So I'll bring my cursor to next line after while loop. This is a while loop end of while loop. So after this, I'll bring my cursor to next line. How can I bring the cursor to next line?
Println.
Println. So println. Then so we can just print. So end of, you can just say, I'm just writing some, to understand where my program is starting. That's why initially one print statement. And here one print statement for printing the I value and the last end of this. So that's it. That's a simple one program we did. So any questions here?
No.
So even we can do with even numbers, print even numbers in given n numbers, okay? A given range. So I can say simply, I can write a program to range. So write a program to print even numbers to range. So I can write a void print even numbers. So even numbers while print range. So I'm giving the range. Started executing the this one. And so then you initialize int I equal to 1 while I less than or equal to range. Then you have to filter it. For filtering, always which concept you have to use? If condition. If I, so how do you know it is a even or odd? How do you know it's even or odd? How do you know one number is even or odd? So even
when you divide
by
2, 0, sir.
So 0, that's the logic you need to remember. So then it's a so then you can print, you can increment the I value. So you can bring the cursor to next line. So end of print this one. So one more program. So wantedly I'm writing another program, print odd numbers. So no parameters, but I will just say print, write a program. Print. So odd numbers from 50 to 1. So how can we write this? Protected, void, print odd numbers from 50 to 1 using while loop. Basically, you are following the naming conventions of a method and to writing the non-static void method. So started executing this function. See, I'm covering both, ascending and descending order related scenarios. Int I equal to 50. So while I greater than or equal to 1. So how do you know it's an odd number? Again, condition. The filtering is done always with if condition. So I percentile by 2 not equal to 0, right? Then that is a odd number. So always use the print method. So in the same line it will print. So decrement the I value. So I minus minus. Okay. So then I'm bringing the cursor after loop. After loop only you have to bring the cursor. End of this method. So next is so print ASCII characters. Basically alphabets will print. Let's print alphabets. Public void. So print alphabets using while. So I print A to Z, I'll say capital A to capital Z alphabets using while loop. So simply say that I already told increment and decrement you can use only on integers and characters. Started executing so this one, then so char C equal to capital A while C less than or equal to Z C. That's it. So what I'm doing, I'm initializing with the capital A, and then I'm going till capital Z. I'm printing that character and incrementing that character. So, and so another program. So write a program to print ASCII codes. Print capital A to capital Z ASCII codes using while. So you can print this. See that? So I can bring this after I'm bringing the cursor to next line with the println method. So system.out.println started executing the. So you take an exercise, print small z to a alphabets using while loop. Okay, that's the exercise you take up. So int z equal to capital A. So why am I assigning character to integer?
We want ASCII codes.
We want ASCII codes. That's why we are assigning to an integer. Character is 32-bit, integer is 32. Sorry, character is 16-bit, integer is 32-bit. So there is no issue here, memory-wise. And when you assign to integer, the A ASCII code will go and store here. So that's why it will perfectly store that number. That number it will check. And if it is, so in the within the Z range, it will print that value. So this is the one. And then increment the J value. So your other program, one more program for you is print small z to a ASCII codes using while loop. That's an exercise for you. These two programs, right and center, and apart from these programs also make sure you finish that. Apart from that exercises, tomorrow we'll write more programs. Okay, and we'll finish and we'll go for the do while loop. Do while loop we'll write. So you can call one by one. So first you have to create object for this class. So while demo WDOV is equal to new. So while demo. So WDOV is a dot print 5 decibles. WDOV is a dot. So print even numbers and even numbers in 1 to 100. WDOV is a dot. So print. So our numbers. WDOV is a dot. Print A to Z alphabets. WDOV is a dot. Print ASCII codes. Okay. So all the objects and object methods. See, only 5 divisibles are printed and only even numbers, and 50 to 1 are numbers. And then small capital A to capital Z alphabets, and ASCII codes you can see 65 to, so 120, 90. So this is the ASCII codes of this capital A ASCII code 65, capital B 66, like that. Okay, so this is all, and we'll see tomorrow rest of the programs. Any questions?